Hello guys, SweetMX here. Today I'm gonna talk about a big switch that I made. Since winter I had the Yamaha YC426F. Really fast bike. It was blasting fast. Like, what was it? 47 rear wheel horsepower. But it was a really heavy bike. Like, we're talking 100, what was it? 117 kilos. That's like 7 kilos more than today's bike of a 450. And that model itself, the year 2000, had a notorious, it had notorious problems with the clutch and the crankshaft, which is two big major things in the bike. First off, the crankcase had a straight key, and when that key was being worn out over time, it started to come loose, and when that comes loose, you're talking about like really catastrophic failure problems. The whole engine can go to shit if you let that key go. That little tiny key, it's insane, man. And the other thing is the clutch that I thought I fixed, but it came back kind of short after, like 2 rides after. I felt that jerk again. And I was realizing then that, nah, this ain't gonna hold, It's a problem bike. I'm riding a design flaw on 2 wheels. That's what I felt. So I sold it like 5 days earlier. From now. And I switched to a 2-stroke. And I switched to a 1999 Honda CR250R. I test rode it, of course, before I bought the bike. And honestly, I don't know what people are bitching about with this model. Sure, it is kind of rigid thanks to the big frame. Like, it's huge. But when you actually ride it, you don't feel... It doesn't vibrate, actually. I don't know if they fixed that for 99, and the 97 was like really rigid and vibrating, and the 98 was a little better, and so on. I don't know. But all I can say is the 99 is a really good bike. It's a solid bike to drive. It is tight compared to a steel frame 250, which is all over the place. As my 94 was. It was like all over the place. It was horrifying and horrible to ride on high speeds when you're about to turn. It head shaked, and I don't know, it was like a snake. It was really, really... It was a fast bike, but horrible to ride. And this bike is like the opposite. You can still drift with it and slides and all that, but you're having control of that thanks to the rigid and tight frame, which I like. The power, as of the internet, I looked it up before I bought it, and people were like bitching and talking about on the internet that this model has a really like a really, really strong mid-range, but it doesn't rev out as much as the 97 and 98. So I thought, okay, let's try it out. Let's see if the people are right. So I tried it, and I don't know what the hell they're talking about, to be honest. I really don't. Sure, it doesn't have any torque, even if Honda tried to fix it at 99, because all the other in that era was trying to be wannabe Kawasaki, like only torque. Like, why do you want to fight Why do you want to fight a Honda's personality? If it is mid-range and up, you should boost that. Not try to be a Kawasaki. Just don't. And if you want torque, only torque and a little bit of mid-range, go buy a thumper. Go buy a big thumper 4-stroke. There you go, torque. Like 2-stroke should be top power, mid-range and up. That's a freaking 2-stroke to me. So what I can describe is the power is like, let's see here. So the torque is mediocre. Even if Honda tried to fix it, it's like really like okay torque, still some percent better than my 94, but the torque is mediocre. Then it hits off, like a little bit of torque boost, then it hits off, and then all of a sudden, like you don't even notice, the hit comes on like this. It goes up, down, and bang, like not loading up, bang. It's just bang all the way up to the freaking heavens. It's gonna rip your arms off if you're not prepared for it. So that was insane. Like I remember the 94, it had also that little bit of torque then down, but it loaded up. You felt the load of the power band as it rises in the RPM. This thing doesn't care about that. It just hits right away. And honestly, I love it. What else? Let's talk about the problems of the bike. The gear shift lever, it's kind of loose, and I'm probably gonna change that because it's kind of worn out. Well, it's kind of shit. You can see here, like, you can wobble it around, and this thing is also fucked. The rear disc brake is also shit because it's like wobbling, it's not straight, so I'm gonna have to change that as well. The pipe has a dent in it. I don't know if you can see it, but it is right here. You see as my fingers going up and down. So there's like 2 dents here. Oh, and 1 down here. So 3 dents. And then the biggest problem is the radiator, which has like a I don't know what the hell happened here, but it is loose down here and still hold up there, but it's not leaking or anything. It has coolant in it. It has coolant in it, so it's not leaking or anything. But the problem is there. So I was actually looking on eBay for like used but workable radiators that doesn't have this problem. And to be fairly, it was quite many out there, to be honest, on eBay. So I'm gonna buy one of these and replace this one. Other than that, the bike is completely great. It starts off at 1 kick every time. It has great torque. It's really, really super fast. And here comes the really, really good part about this bike. The front Showa forks doesn't leak at all. It's really dry here, and I've been, going up and down and riding it. It's still really dry, so on both sides. So that's a really, really good thing for the bike. The second is this. Yeah, you see it right. It's an all-in shock back, and they actually changed the spring so it holds more weight, which is good because I'm a tall and quite heavy guy. And I've checked the frame and the frame rails down below, and it has no dents in it, so the bones are good. So in all, this is a really great bike, and I'm really happy for it. So yeah, that's all. I'm gonna update the video on the channel as soon as my friend also get his Suzuki on, because he's still waiting for parts. and that sucks. And I can actually drive now if I want, but I'm too tired for that today, so I'm gonna drive tomorrow and update you guys on if I notice any more flaws on it or anything more I like about the bike, maybe. So yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching, and like and subscribe if you want. Would make me happy. And I'll see you next time. Bye.